Kevin, komm!
Mach doch ruhig im Einsatz.
Hallo Coaster Group. Achterbahn.
Jawohl.
Und das ist? Okay, willkommen. Herzlicher Willkommen. Alles zusammen hier. Danke. Herzlicher Willkommen.
Und weiter geht's mit Guten Morgen, Jens!
Guten Jens!
Herzlicher Willkommen zu der ältesten Vergnügungspark in der Welt. Bakken. Und das ist alles, was in mein Deutsch. Dänisch ist mein Best. Mein Deutsch ist ganz schlecht. So, ich muss in Englisch. You become in English is okay. Ich spreche langsam. Okay, so. And welcome to Bakken. This is.
Er hat gesagt, willkommen in Bakken.
And later, an hour later, we still will. I can do it in Italian as well. Buenos días, señoras, señoritas. A little cave underneath our roller coaster. You want to see it?
Yeah!
Okay.
Wollt ihr sehen?
But be careful. It's very low, so you don't visit the doctor instead. You know, because you are itching in your head. So follow us. We have a little cave you can see here where we are enjoying the silence before everyone starts to driving around and screaming and all that. We're sitting here and enjoy the silence before we take off here at 12 o'clock. And there are people who have been for many years staying here. The thing is here at Bakken, first of all, there is a free entrance. You can just walk in like whatever you want. The whole year actually. We're not open the whole year, but you can just walk in because we are part of the forest. And when people became here to start to work out here, they put that little tent up and to work there, and it became a bigger tent and more buildings that we have today. They moved out here. They live here through the whole summer. They have the little tent where they can live the whole summer. And today they have a little apartment, so you can actually still live here in the amusement park through the whole summer. This is the only amusement park in the world that you can actually move out and live through the whole season here in Bakken. So there are still many who actually lives here. And therefore it looks like a little bit like this. We have of course office and places to repair the wagons here. And we also built, or they built, who's building this old roller coaster, they built a little house for themselves. And that was the house up there. They were living there through the whole summer. It'd be a little bit shaky to live underneath a roller coaster. You know, every time it moves above the roof, the living room is a roll, and everybody thinks it's shaking. You really hold tight on your coffee or beer, even tighter on your beer when it's moving on there. So it's really shaking. But there are people who still live up there, you know, with a kitchen and a living room and a sleeping room as well. You know, so. And that's a tradition we have here in Bakken. There are many who still lives out here, have a little apartments. And when you walk around and see maybe a shooting gallery, there might be a house, apartment above the shooting gallery where people actually still stay. But now we're here in the middle of the old Achterbahn roller coaster from 1932. It was built. As you see, it's looked a little bit old, doesn't it? You're not quite sure. Yes, it is old. Yeah. Just say it. Sometimes some people say, "Oh man, this looks like shit." But anyhow, it's make the rides more and more exciting. The more older it gets, right? Yeah. No, we have changed some of the wood sometimes. We can actually build the next 10 roller coaster and this type of all that wood we have actually changed. I don't know if you noticed a little bit the smell. It's some really different type of wood we use here because we came from Sweden actually, and it's more constantly. It's more. It's not really reliable wood that we use here. So the whole roller coaster is just standing on the ground. So when it moves, you can really feel it down in the earth. Everything is shaking down here actually, and you can really it comes down. But it has to do like this. It's built like this. It was an Irish and a Danish guy who actually built it way back in '32. The Danish guy also built another roller coaster. There've been many roller coasters here in the whole Scandinavia, but he built that one in 1914 in. Can you remember the name of it, Jens? There's a small, in through the heart of Copenhagen. There's Tivoli, yeah. I forgot the name every time. I'm so sorry. I should try to keep it remembered.
Open the Tivoli?
Pardon?
Open?
Tivoli is open. I think so. Maybe take the chance. Tivoli. They have the first roller coaster here in Denmark. But he also built it around that time in '32. It was the fastest roller coaster we had in whole Europe. So it was a really exciting. So when we opened the 14th of May, people came here to try this one. They were in a line for at least 100 and 200 meters to have a ride at that time. In Danish crown, it's 25 øre. It's something 5 finnick. 1 cent or whatever, like something that was the price at that time. And they have more than, on those 3.5 months we have opened at that time back in the 30s, there were over 1 million guests who tried this one. There was 4 of these wagons here just moving around all the time, and they had some lights in the curves. If there was a red light, they had to stop. The brakeman had to stop the car, and when it became green light again, he moved on, and let's go on and on and on. To compare today, when we have the waistband and can take more rides, we have something around 750 visitors through the whole season. And today the season is 5 months. So you can imagine there will be a lot of guests through the rides in that time when it opened. And at that time, there were many who were using hats. You did that then in the 30s. Hello, guten Tag, wo geht's? And so on and so on. So you can imagine we have a lot of hats here in the garden. We can actually open a whole hat store to sell hats. So many hats living here. And in that time, also they became very common in the 50s. The special men, if they don't have so much hair on their head, they put, I don't know what it's called in German, but they have some, but they have the whole. They have all the hair on the head when they start to move around the roller coaster. When they came down, they had really less hair on left because the hair disappeared on the way on the waist. And there are also people who came back and asked in the ticket center where you can buy the tickets and so. Unschuldige, haben Sie seine Teeth gefunden? And yes, we have found some teeth because it's difficult to hold tight and laughing at the same time, and then you sometimes the teeth slipped out, and then the ass came and asked for the teeth. And we have actually found teeth here around the people came here. Today, but people lost today is this one here. So remember, hold tight on the mobile phone. Even people who works in the industry forgot sometimes. A couple of years ago, I visited Liseberg in Sweden, and they have built a new fantastic roller coaster called Helix. And one of the guys who built it by a company called Mack, Firma Mack, in Germany. He built it and was sitting together here and we talk about it, the construction, the blah blah blah, and we start, you know, and they have some curves, the Heilmann and what they all called. And suddenly, both of his mobile phones slipped out of his jacket, and we could see them in the air. Oh no, I'm stupid idiot, you know. I knew that, you know. So yeah, remember your mobile phone. Okay, not so much talk anymore. A little bit. If you have something special, technical things you want to ask about, you know, you came here to try some roller coaster. I know that, and this is the oldest one we have, of course, here. Tivoli is a little bit older, but it's still going strong and it's still working. The most popular ride we actually still have here, even though we've built new rides here, this one is still the most popular ride. But we do have some old rides out here in Bakken, and why we do have is because we are not allowed to build higher or bigger. We have to stay in this area. We are not allowed to be higher than the trees. We need to find the highest trees and say, that's it, that's maximum height of the ride. Therefore, if we have the tower where you get shot up and down, here it's called double shot. What is it called in German?
Double shot.
It's so easy. You should just talk Danish instead, you know. More easy perhaps.
So you speak German?
Yes, then I will speak German. Yeah, there are actually, very funny is there are many similar words in the language actually, and there were many Germans who moved up here to try to sell something, and they spoke both German and Danish in a mix. They were shouting out on people to get something, to get people out in a tent so they can perform or play or whatever they earn the money on it. And it was like a herzlich welcome, komm herein, komm herein. It's a special edition we have here. Come närmere, come närmere. Herzlich willkommen, meine Damen und Herren. And that goes in both in Danish, English, and they mixed everything together. And everyone could understand at that time what they were saying. So they just came in through the German. So now, where I say?
Technical questions.
Technical questions. That's yes. But actually, yeah, we have some old rides here because we're not allowed to expand. And if you walk around and see if you try something else, we have a ride called racing. It's in German, Flitzer. It's the one, a very old one. It's over than 40 years old. This one we have here, and they built it very smoothly and very tight, so and it still works. But today they are not allowed to build it like tight. It was T-tracks, and today they need to build it with a tube track. So they make to build it right up because the authorities will not approve that they're building with T-tracks anymore. So, but it's still working out here. It's a Firma Sira who's built that one. So, but it still works and it still is amazing. We also have for if you want to relax rides, roller coaster, a Marie Käferbahn. But if you're going to try it, this one is the only ride in the whole world where they stop on the hill and have a waving break, Winkenpause. So you can sit up there and winken.
What's the highlight from the
Entschuldigung. Okay. Yeah. But okay, what they don't know is I'm the one who invented the Winkenpause. I did that because we have some teenager who was walking around, and before opening time, and said, "Could we have a ride? Could we have a ride?" I was fixing something. I said, "Oh, okay." They pay, and I said, "Why don't make some fun out of it?" So I stopped. I said, "The ride is not longer anymore. You have to go out on the left side." And they were sitting up there. I said, "What? Left side? There's just only one jump. Then you're down." Then it became, suddenly, the small chain. Then okay, it's weaker. So, and we can remove it today. It's necessary. Every child who come here, they will get old. I remember we had a Winkelpause. They don't try. Before they almost went back and we went out of we need to try it, So we can do that. But yes, we have some old rides. We have some new rides. And when we build new rides, since we don't have so much space, we now have to compress all the rides so they're very tight and not so far long rides, but very tight. It could be good with our goods as well. But Jens, gonna show you if you need see a little bit about the tracks before you're gonna take a ride.
Or maybe we should do it after.
After. Yeah, it's more exciting if we do it in the opening time. But we may have, no, we have to be careful. Let's do. Well, I didn't tell this. I'm one of the owner as well. I have 49 colleagues here at Bakken. So therefore, we're a little bit different from all the other bikes. It's not a company. It's not a family who owns everything. We are 50 owners here. So there's just one who owns the ice cream store to sell ice cream and things like. I have some different rides out here, and some of my colleagues also have. And nobody owns this one. That's the government who owns this one. It's a state rail. Very good state rail. It works all the time. It's not all the time. All the tracks working on all the trains are working. What you have to, but this one works all the time. So it's one of the good state rails we have here in Denmark. Okay, should we take a half the group and you can take a walk and take a look. And if you have any questions, you can do in English, and I try to do my best in German. You're welcome. Or if you have some technical, Jens is the man to ask him.
Maybe.
So I just want to wish you all, when you came here, viel Spaß.